friends, it's Timon. We're back with a Blaha video again. We're going to react to this gym lifting recruiting fitness gear slaves video that he posted a bit ago. It's about 5 in the morning here. Let me see what time it is. Yep, 5:26 in the morning. I just saw another video he popped up. Man, I can't keep up with this guy. It just pops up a video every hour on the hour. It's crazy. So desperate for money or some shit. Anyway, so Blaha says ultra high volume and intensity techniques do not work for natural lifters. I don't understand this, whatever.
Hey everybody, it's JasonBlaha here, representing JasonBlaha Strength and Fitness, and today I want to chat with you guys and gals about a couple of methods that just don't work that well for natural lifters that work pretty dang well for heavily enhanced lifters. But a quick reminder, if you guys...
These techniques don't work for natural lifters, but they work for heavily enhanced lifters? What do you mean these techniques? To do what? To bench a heavy weight? You can only bench so much as a natural person. You can only recruit so much motor units, and you only have so much hormones circulating in your blood for maximal force production, for these hormones to bind with the receptor, giving you some more force production. So what the fuck is Blaha talking about?
So please click like down below, be greatly appreciated. If you're not following or subscribed, please do so. And if you'll be kind enough to drop me a comment down below, I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you. All right, and again, this is something I'm saying as someone who keeps up with all the scientific literature, whether it's good or not, it can always be a subject of debate. I've been in this game 25 years, talked to a lot of coaches, make a lot of observations.
He's been in this game 25 years. He's 48 years old. That's not a long time, but okay. And he has 0 results in 25 years. And he's on steroids. Wow. And he's claiming that steroids, this, whatever it is, natural lifters, there's more going on with the steroid person or whatever. Man, I don't see anything going on here.
Coach a lot. Coach full time. Some things that I've noted, a few things that I've noted.
Yeah, you're noted. What did you know?
Methods that seem to work great for a lot of really serious, hardcore, enhanced bodybuilders, and things that just don't work that well.
Serious, hardcore, and I don't know, like enhanced bodybuilders. Yeah, drug bodybuilders. Yeah, drug.
For even drug-free young men. And that's going to be...
Oh, even for drug-free young men. Why do you have to keep emphasizing? Why does he have to keep emphasizing or comparing the two? This makes absolutely 0 sense. There's no comparison.
Intensity techniques and really high volumes of training. And if anything, I've made...
High volumes training, this, that. What the fuck is he talking about? You're not going to build any muscle if that protein synthesis, the rate of it, does not exceed breakdown. That's all. You're not going to see jack shit. That's why nobody's seeing any growth in the gym. They're complaining. You got it in the beginning because it was a given on your shitty 3 meals a day, okay? Eating Cocoa Puffs, all right? Your body gave it to you because it always does, and then it stops working. Why did it stop working? Why does everything work in the beginning and stop working? Because you stopped. See what I mean? In order for something to continuously grow, it has to be fed. If it's not fed, it cannot continuously grow. So if you don't have any money to feed yourself, you're wasting your time trying to build muscle. You're not going to build any muscle, but you're eating carbohydrates, and then these crazy people like him claiming that's muscle.
First video saying, look, I've had clients who hired me as novices who were literally stuck, who were trying to do 25 sets of muscle group, 25, 26, and were making absolutely 0 progress, okay? I took them down to 10 sets, and then all of a sudden they're hitting PRs. And when I say no progress, I don't think people understand what we mean. What I mean is, like, let's say they're stuck benching 135, that's one plate aside. So like 60 kg for my non-Americans, right? For 5 reps, they're stuck there for 2 months straight. Okay, that's what we mean by they're just not making any progress. And I had one like that, was a perfect example. And I look, and he was literally doing
The next Lotto Max jackpot is an estimated
Twice a week, something like 3 sets of bench, 3 sets of dips, 3 sets of incline, 3 sets of flies, and some other stuff. Or it might have been even like 4 or 5 sets of flies. So I counted it up, and I'm like, you're doing 26 sets for your chest a week. It's like, yeah, and he was making 0 progress. You know, I took him down to just working bench press and band.
He was making 0 progress because he's not eating. Get it, man? And here's another thing. When you're eating sufficient amount of food, you've converted the catabolic hormone to an androgen, so it doesn't have to compete with the myocytic androgen receptor, making you what? Anabolic. Now you can see growth. First, you need to fix the way you fucking eat, all of you, all right? You'll need to consume a lot of animal products. You need to be in a positive nitrogen balance. That rate of protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown. Number 2, don't go to the gym every day. Go very periodically and lift eccentrically if you can. I don't care. Or lift fucking full range of motion, but get those muscles to damage. You understand me? If they're not damaged, they're not going to grow. Now, when they do damage in a gym, well, guess what? There's a window for protein breakdown. So that is the reason why you need to consume even more. Yeah. You need to make up for that. And then, but the next day, you're going to be good the rest of the week before you come back and hit it again. Are you going to get stronger every time you come in like that? Of course you are. You're going to get bigger and stronger with every week if you are in positive nitrogen balance. If protein synthesis exceeds the rate of protein breakdown that entire week, and it's not dipping, you were never in a negative balance, you will always grow. You will always be anabolic. You're always going to grow muscle, but you're never going to grow any muscle if your net balance is negative at any point in time during that week. Get it, man? Yeah. If not enough nutrition is coming in, there's not going to be any growth. You're not going to see any growth. That's why Blaha's never growing. He's pretending, and all of you will pretend with him, okay? And his friends and clients and the fucking people that watch him, they're all pretending with him because they're stupid cows.
Press downs.
A stupid is as a stupid does.
Overhead pressing, right?
Look, here's the thing. Stop complaining. If you're not willing to go all out, then don't waste your time. I tell people, don't waste your time, bro. If you're not willing to go all out, don't waste your time. But if you're willing to go all out, guess what? You're going to see results. You're going to see results when you go all out. And it will happen rapidly in a very short time. You don't have to spend 17 years like that guy posted in my community section. 17 years showing himself. And his gains are worthless. I mean, it's just shit. There isn't really even any gains there. It appears you would look at him and say, well, there's something there. Yeah, it's not, man. It's just some sarcoplasmic garbage something. You know what I mean? He just wasted his time because he got some sarcomeres, but he got him in the beginning. He got him in the beginning when he came in. You all call it noob gains. All right. If you got noob gains in the beginning, then what is making a lot of people's muscles get bigger coming in the gym and they're always saying, I'm getting really pumped? Do you get pumped? What do you get when you get pumped? See what I mean? Or people that get DOMs, what do they complain about? They got damaged, right? They're like, I got damaged. And then you get these guys, they come and they're like, I'm getting pumped. Are they getting damaged or are they getting pumped? Here's the thing. Are you getting micro tears or are you getting pumped? What's pump associated with glycogen loading? So you're always eating more glycogen, so there's more circulating sugar in your blood. So the more there is, the more it will load in the muscle. See what I mean? Sugar doesn't make you fat. But look, I'm talking about your triglyceride, your fat cells. It doesn't convert into fat cells. It loads in the muscle as glycogen. The excessive amounts of it. Yeah. If excessive amounts of sugar are found circulating in your system, they will load in the muscle, giving you this, when you push the weight, the pump. For every gram of glycogen, 3 grams of water are drawn between skin and the muscle into the muscle. Stop faking it. Plus, here's the thing. Your lifts are going to go up a lot easier when you're in an anabolic growth state. When protein synthesis exceeds this breakdown, you're going to be a lot more stronger, and you're going to feel less stress on your body. But if you keep lifting in kind of like a negative, not so positive nitrogen balance, you're always going to be weak coming in the gym. Food makes you fucking strong. You understand me? And alleviates stress. And eccentric exercise alleviates stress on the heart. You don't want to stress your heart. You don't want to do cardio. People that lift full ranges of motion that come into the gym are doing cardio. And cardio is bad for you. Listen to the word cardio. It destroys your cardiovascular system. Yes, your heart. If you keep stretching your heart, doing cardio, pumping it out and in and out, which is a bad thing because it's a muscle, you're going to fucking destroy your heart, all right? But in eccentric exercise, it's not taxing on the heart because it's not associated with endurance exercise. We're simply damaging our muscles. Our heart is not playing a role there. Get it? Fuck, man.
And then all of a sudden, we had him before long putting another 30 pounds on that. So, 135 right where he was doing sets of 5 with like 165, 170. Within 2 to 3 months. All right, and he got bigger. His squats went up.
He got bigger because he did a bunch of exercises? He didn't get bigger because he fucking lifted weights, you fuck. This is so stupid. He got fatter is what he got because he's eating carbs.
His deadlifts went up, but he was trying to train like that.
His deadlifts went up. He was trying to train like that. Well, they should go up. I mean, if you're training every day, you're going in there, your lift should go up. Here's the thing. If you're training every single day, if you're lifting every day, you go to the gym to lift some weights every day. It's kind of obvious you're going to recruit more these fucking motor units and androgen receptors, giving you some force production. It's just going to make you better at lifting these weights. But it's still going to stress the shit out of your body. See what I mean? It's going to stress you because your body's not growing.
And it's just, I've observed it over and over, and I've seen plenty of the guys
It's like this. The weight is going up, right? The weight is going up, but muscle is not going up. So you're not alleviating the stress of lifting those weights. So you're really just going to the gym to stress the shit out of you, to accelerate aging, right? And destroy your joints and your body. Wow, oh, that's a good job. That's smart.
Into this evidence-based thing, and I know of some who they're still novice small, and they're trying to do these 30, 40 sets a week per muscle group, and they're not getting results.
Yeah.
And I've seen
they're not 30, 40, whatever sets per muscle group. They're not getting results. You mean muscle growth? Because weights don't build muscles, you dumbass. Doesn't matter how many sets or reps they do. If the protein synthesis, the rate is not exceeding breakdown, you're not going to see jack shit.
We do it for years, and I've made many observations of this. These ultra high volumes of training just don't work, and what I personally find,
these ultra high volumes, they just don't work somehow without food. Why don't they work without food? These ultra high volumes that we're doing, fuck. How come they're not working? None of these exercises are working. I wonder why. Without eating, without being in positive nitrogen balance. Why is it working? Why? Make it work.
for most drug-free lifters, 15 to 20.
For most drug-free lifters, why does he have to keep emphasizing drug-free lifters? You think that drugs have some magic powers? They build muscles without food? You think they build muscle without food? You're crazy. And here's another thing. They're not going to build any muscle without food, all right? And you're going to just take a drug. And then you're going to eat carbohydrates, an artificial diet, carbs, which will create artificial muscles. I'm going to tell you one more time. If you're going to the gym and you're eating tons and tons of of carbohydrates and you are adapted to your exercises, the only muscles you're going to see there are phony fake muscles. And here's another thing. If protein synthesis is not exceeding that breakdown and you're still eating hydrates and you're still lifting but the protein is not exceeding that breakdown, guess what? You're going to build artificial muscles, man. They're going to be sarcoplasmic muscles because of the carbohydrates, the glycogen loading in the muscle. And you're going to misconstrue that as being muscle. That is not muscle. You're wasting your fucking time.
That seems to be the cutoff. And I personally find that when they start exceeding this, they start stagnating. Okay? And I find pretty much everybody makes good gains on about 10. Okay?
He found that everybody made gains on 10 eating their same diet. First he said they weren't making gains, and then he says, okay, but if it was 10, they made gains. What kind of gains did they make, Blaha, exactly? How do you make gains if you're not in positive nitrogen balance? What the fuck is he trying to sell people on? You see how retarded this is? This is all failure. This entire channel is failure. All of you are gonna fail. And if you're watching him, you're a fucking failure, just like him, man. Get it? All you people are crazy. All you people are crazy. You're never gonna build any muscle if you're not in positive nitrogen balance. Look at my eating videos. Look at last summer. Look at now. Look at how I've been eating throughout the year. I go to the buffet often. I go there often because I don't like to prepare stuff. I do still eat stuff at home, but it's all raw, man. I don't even cook because I need higher nutrients. It's a training to go back to eating natural. You know that? You're all slaves, man. You've been conditioned to eat garbage all day. Garbage food, garbage in, garbage out. You are what you eat. You look like what you eat. Yeah, man. Look at Blaha. He eats garbage. He looks like garbage.
Everyone makes good gains on about 10. And even if I take people over to a full body, 3 sets of bench.
Look at this ridiculous jumping.
3 times a week or 3.
Look at this guy. What a circus act this is. He looks silly.
Sets of anything chest 3 times a week. Their chest and bench go up, right? Same.
Their chest and bench go up. Because your bench goes up, your chest doesn't go up.
Like they literally just squat 3 sets 3 times a week.
Yeah, eat more carbohydrates, bulk, eat carbs. Yeah, you'll get there.
Their quads grow, and it doesn't matter where people are at. So that case you're talking about 9.
Your quads aren't going to grow without a level of damage, micro damage, and they won't grow. They won't grow myofibrillar growth. That's for sure without a level of micro damage. And they won't grow if the protein synthesis, the rate doesn't exceed breakdown, bro. Get it? And it has to be consistent. It can't be one day yes, tomorrow no, maybe I'll eat something now, or I don't have time, I'm busy, or I'm working or something. If you don't have time, don't waste your time. Now, I don't know. If you do have time to build muscle, then take the time off and build it. Do you have money to eat? Do you have the time? I don't know. Maybe it's just the weekends you have where you can actually eat a lot and do these damaging cycles. Then the rest of the week you got to work or do something. But during that period of time, the rest of the week, I mean, after your job, there's a buffet down the street. Go there and eat crazily. You go and eat for the next couple of hours. But see, here's the thing. Building real muscle you got to put in real work, bro. Get it? It isn't just I'm going to do 20-minute workout and then I'll go eat a pizza and have a Coke. I'm sorry, man. Good luck with that. That is not going to drive growth. Growth is driven by you have to consistently eat more and more and more because you're going to get bigger and stronger. You have to keep doing more of something. To get wealth, you have to keep climbing. You have to keep increasing money, the stacks of money coming in. A business needs to keep getting money, otherwise the business will stagnate and die. It won't grow. It won't grow because there's nothing coming in. And then you do more marketing, you sell more products, and then more money comes in, right? and then you get a bigger warehouse, more products, It keeps growing. That's the whole point. But if it just stays there and sells one product, one thing, whatever, it's never going to grow. Nothing's going to happen there. You're wasting your time, man.
Sets, not counting any splash over. But keep in mind, other movements are going to have carryover. Your overhead pressing, any dips are going to hit those same muscles.
No, they're not.
Obviously, deadlifts are still going to contribute to your legs.
No, they're not. Try this. Try, all you people, try this. Go eat in the morning. Eat a huge breakfast, animal products like, I don't know, eggs. If you have to cook it, don't overcook it. Eat like about 8 eggs in the morning when you get up. No carbohydrates. No carbs. Well, you could if you want to add some carbs. That's up to fucking you. But I don't recommend it. And if it was a carb, it should be complex, all right? Anyways, so yeah, eat that. And then go down to your local buffet somewhere. Then go to the gym, work out, right? Do these lifts, whatever. Then go to the buffet and just keep eating. And just keep eating, and go lift weights. See how you feel when you actually eat and lift weights. It's going to be so much easier. See what I mean? But because you're not eating, you're not getting nutrition, your body's kind of like, meh. It says, you know what? I don't need to do anything because this fuck is not feeding me. So I don't give a fuck. And you're like, oh, why aren't you growing muscles? You're like talking to your body. Body, why aren't you growing muscles? And you know what your body's telling you? It goes, listen, dude, if you want me to fucking grow muscles, you got to feed me material to grow, you dumbass. And you're like, yeah, but I am feeding you pizza and Coca-Cola and some shitty chips and shit. And chips, fish and chips and garbage. Oh, he's like, listen, your body's like, listen, dude, man, you think I'm going to grow on that garbage food, man? I need to be in positive nitrogen balance. I need animal products, high fat, fucking high protein, real products, dude. I don't need your fucking Cocoa Puffs and shit and all that to build. Yeah, but that's all I can afford. Well, then your body's going to say, well, then guess what? Good luck, dude.
But I think people forget all that. You know, they start adding volume up and they don't realize.
It's the best when people try to grow. I used to watch Max Strasny. He was a student and he was trying to build his body, especially he thought that powerlifting built muscles or something. And then he was like eating cornflakes. He had some protein powders, like really bad food. Like he would eat Cocoa Puffs and shit. I see a lot of these lifters online. And then they can't figure out why their body's not growing. And then their channel's dead. They don't post anymore. Look, this guy, he doesn't post anymore. Max Strasny, let me see him. There he is. Max Strasny. Let's see the last time he posted. Over 1 year ago. That's the last time he posted. Look, did my testosterone crash? I mean, he was trying to, like, I think he was trying to compete in he was trying to compete in bodybuilding. He got really, really, really skinny, that's all. He just looked really skinny. He does like powerlifting, but he tried to compete in some bodybuilding stuff. Just didn't work out for him. He looks like that 14-year-old boy. What's his name? These people never grow. This guy is in college, okay? Max Strasny. Like, he's already, like, he's there. But here, I'll show you what he looks like, okay?
What is up, everybody?
Let's see if he shows his body here. Hold on. He had the picture there. Let's see his picture. Wait, watch this. So this is him, right? So here he is on the left, right? He's a power lifter. He's been lifting for quite a few years. He's an older person. All right? He's not 14 years old or anything like that. He's a lot older than that. Now look at him on the left, on the right, right? And then here he's a little bit leaner on the right because he tried to do a bodybuilding competition. But look at the growth. Very minimal amount of growth on the body, right? Okay. Now look at this kid. We always watch him. George lifts. Now check out George lifts. He did a bodybuilding competition too, right? Look, right here. He's posing with these guys. Here he is. He's 14 years old. think he's here with his dad. Let's see his picture, okay? So here he is. Look at him. He's 14 years old. He's 5'9", right? Max Strasny, I think he's like 5'11" or something. So look at their body. Look at Max Strasny. Now look at George Lifts. Look at his body. This is what they look like, these guys. That is the best that they could do at lifting. So what is the point of going to the gym anymore if that's all you could look like? You're just wasting your time. Oh, I know. You want to put up numbers of lifting a heavy weight. So you want to enslave yourself to lifting heavy weights because you want to tell people that I did this heavy lift? That doesn't make any sense. What's the point? Nobody gives a shit about your lifts or numbers. Women, they don't care about your numbers or your lifts. They only care about what you look like, your attractiveness. They don't give a fuck about any of that. See what I mean? That is just stupid. So this is the best all you could do. Because none of you are eating. You don't eat, you don't do anything. All of you are wasting your time. I've seen many channels. I've watched people. I look at their physical being. Their physical says a zero. And me, I don't even work out and I look like a bodybuilder because myofibrillar growth is permanent. Get it, dude? It's permanent. It's permanent. Now, your mass can go up and down dependent, right? You know, depending on how much you eat. Your mass, the mass on myofibrillar, the cells, they mass up and they get bigger and smaller, but they can only mass up so much. The point is, yeah, you could add glycogen, right? You could try to expand the sarcoplasm, but that's phony. You're trying to produce something phony to walk around. You're a phony, man. Get it? You're not going to be strong with sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. It doesn't make you strong. So, but myofibrillar growth will give you automatic force production. It's natural because you built it. You built something real.
Volume up, and they don't realize how much it starts adding up, especially if you're doing conditioning work. You know, you don't need that much.
All adds up, especially if you're doing conditioning work. Yeah, okay.
Volume. If you're doing box jumps and sleds and things,
whatever. 10
to 20 tends to be your optimal. And I get guys who make good gains on as low as 6 sets per muscle group.
See,
that's only my really.
He's got guys that make good gains on as low as 6 sets. That's bullshit.
Really busy guys, and that's again.
Yeah, they're really busy guys.
Okay, real talk from mom to mom. Between work, laundry, and driving everyone,
400, deadlifting 500.
Squatting 400, deadlifting 500. Squatting 400, deadlifting 500. Fuck off.
Who do 6 sets? It's time
Bullshit.
You know,
Garbage.
I'm doing all these sets to failure, then I'm doing drop sets. And
this is absolute. This is problem. That's why I do these videos, to expose absolute failure. You only have to do one thing: be in positive nitrogen balance. And the second thing is cause some micro tears in your muscle. That's it. And you'll build myofibrillar growth. That relieves the stress on your body, and then you don't have to practice at lifting heavy fucking weight anymore.
And I can't recover workout.
Whatever.
Like that is like your optimum.
If you keep stressing your body out, if you stress a body without sufficient nutrients and protein, you're stupid. You're aging. You're destroying your body. You're going to look like Blaha, 85 years old at 48. Look at it. Look at him. He's a shell of a man of himself. Here. He looks ridiculous, man. What the fuck? What a goof.
Set. You either reach momentary failure, like just where you can't do a full range of motion, complete proper rep anymore.
Yeah. Full momentary, whatever.
Or you have about one.
Okay, this video's coming to an end, man. I'm done.
When you go take a really short break and just do rest pause, or you do
you rest pause. Yeah, take a short break.
Those fibers grow less and less, and a larger.
They grow less and less and less. Yeah, they grow less and less. Everything, they grow less. If it rest pause, maybe, yeah. But everything but eat in positive nitrogen balance. Okay, yeah.
a larger percentage
Sure,
of
sure,
your
sure,
muscle
yeah.
growth with no drugs.
Yes, larger percent of muscle growth, no drugs. Yes. How is
Tends to
it?
come
How is it done?
from the really fast twitch fibers. Well, if
Oh,
your
it comes from the really fast twitch fibers. So it doesn't come from the food. It comes from the fast twitch fibers. Oh, okay.
sets are no longer reaching those fast twitch fibers
Oh,
because
yeah, they're not.
they're
Okay.
too fatigued.
They're too fatigued. Yeah, they're too fatigued. Yeah.
A lot of those intensity techniques
Yeah.
that you use for the first 3 or 4.
You need these intensity techniques. That's what's going to cause these muscles to grow magically on your 3 meal a day bullshit diet. Get it? Yeah, of course. Without eating, you can do all these things magically.
Reps on a 10-rep set.
Magically delicious.
Well, again, the growth stimulus tends to be minimal. Not saying zero.
The growth stimulus seems to be minimal. The growth stimulus? What do you mean growth stimulus? The growth stimulus is when protein synthesis exceeds that breakdown.
But it tends to be minimal. And if you train this way, you
Blaha doesn't eat in positive nitrogen balance. That's why he looks the way he does. I'm going to explain this one more time. In bodybuilding, you need to be in positive nitrogen balance the whole time when you're trying to build your body. Otherwise, you'll accelerate aging like crazy because you're opening windows for protein breakdown and you're never really catching up with it. There's more breakdown than there's a buildup, and that will accelerate aging, and that will cause a lot of stress on your frame, your body. That is going to be bad stress. That isn't good stress. That's bad stress. And you're still competing with the catabolic hormone is still competing with the androgen with the receptor. So yeah, your cortisol is going to go up as well. We suppress the cortisol because we're in positive nitrogen balance. We suppress it. So it wouldn't even have a chance to go up and destroy us in our exercises. Get it? You never feel stressed when you're in positive nitrogen balance, when you're eating sufficiently, but you feel stressed because you're never eating enough.
not going to be able to do very much volume. Okay? And that's the problem. Dudes will train in this manner and think they're going to try to do 15 sets for a muscle group. It's not going to happen. You're just not going to recover week to week. So again, these are the methods that I tell.
These are the methods. You're just not going to recover week to week. You recover when protein synthesis exceeds a rate of protein breakdown. That's when you grow. You recover by growing. You don't recover by, well, I'm exhausted, so now it's time to go back and be a slave again, lifting a weight. Pretending that maybe, hoping that maybe eventually one day that muscle will grow on my Cocoa Puff breakfast and my little potato whatever pancakes for dinner and lunch. Get it, dude? Good luck.
People just don't work that well for drug-free guys.
Good luck. I know. It doesn't work that well for drug-free guys. It does. It works for drug-free guys that are in positive nitrogen balance. If you're not, fuck off, man. Get it? I'll see you in the next one. This is bullshit. Fuck.